Hey crypto enthusiasts! Do you have questions about crypto? Do you need help getting started? Hire an experienced crypto consultant to assist you. These are questions we have answers to at Bitcoin Consultants. A team of educated crypto enthusiasts can help guide you to financial freedom. Text or visit us online for any questions or to book a consultation, and let's get started today.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from Calix Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from Calix Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at Calix Solutions.
What's going on, fam? Thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. We're going to go over a couple topics today. One of them's with Bloomberg, another one's with Bitcoin Magazine, and then a few about Bitcoin Pizza Day. It's a great day. Today I'm going to go out, take the family. Not that I need to have pizza, but once in a while I guess it's okay to break the diet, and especially for Bitcoin Pizza Day. It's huge in history. It's a historic moment for this type of technology. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. First article is from Bloomberg. So I'm going to play this video, and then you guys let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about it. Is it more FUD? Is it something we should be paying attention to, since, you know, these guys kind of somehow call the market before it happens? You kind of do what they do, or sometimes you do the opposite, just depending on what's said. So I'll go ahead and play this video. Hopefully everything works out and you guys can hear it. Let me know in the comments if you can.
Bitcoin dropping below $29,000. What will the weekend hold as crypto continues to trade? I'm joined now by Bloomberg Intelligence's Mike McGlone with us from our Miami bureau. So, Mike, talk to us about the factors at play here. It seems that cryptocurrencies are so tightly correlated with what we're seeing in equities, which is the opposite of what many investors hoped they would do.
We're getting there, Emily. It's just going to take a little time. But right now, it's the significant fact that you pointed out is the stock market's going down, the tide is ebbing, the Fed's jawboning. It's got to reduce that ability for people to buy stuff, reduce that risk, those risk assets. And Bitcoin and Ethereum and cryptos are a prime part of that. Remember, they went up the most, so they have to come down. But the way you started this segment, I think, is the most significant thing is what's going to happen this weekend. So it's 5:30 on an afternoon on the East Coast. All markets are shut, but Bitcoin is trading, and that's what the market's starting to realize. This is the world's most fluid, 24/7 global trading vehicle with price discovery and no one else's liability, and that's starting to trickle in. So what I'm sensing is bids below Bitcoin, offers above in the stock market. And a key factor this week is Bitcoin's down about 2% and NASDAQ's down about 4%. So Bitcoin's actually outperforming this week, despite the fact that it has much higher volatility.
Okay, now not all digital tokens are being viewed equally. Are there any winners here?
Well, I think Bitcoin is going to be the biggest winner, along with gold and potentially long bonds. Gold was up about 2% this week, and Bitcoin is the digital version of gold. The way I view gold now is if you're not allocating some to Bitcoin and you're a gold investor, then you're missing out. But that's the key thing to remember. But the bottom line that's really happening in this space is the proliferation of crypto dollars. Now, we heard about what happened with an algorithmic dollar, crypto dollar that broke down. People call them stablecoins. But on CoinMarketCap now, among the top 4 cryptos, there's 2 crypto dollars. There's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, and USD coin. And this is what happened during the bear market in 2018. The only thing that was going up was the proliferation, was increasing market cap of dollars. And I think that's what we're seeing in the space is it's just a better way to transact. That's crypto dollars.
All right. Well, we'll be watching to see just how wild this weekend is indeed. Bloomberg's Mike McGlone for us in Miami. I'm going to let you get started with your weekend. Thanks, Mike. And we'll have more on the sell-off, what it means for tech coming up. next. This is Bloomberg. So, Kavita, I want your take. Just how long is winter going to last, and how cold is it going to get? Like, how much lower is Bitcoin going to go?
Hi, Emily. Thank you so much for having me. I think it's just the beginning of crypto winter, to be very honest. And I am very surprised that people are expecting that it's going to continue to hover around 30K. I do expect it to go down to somewhere between 14K, 18K, maybe 22K as a stable point. But remember, we have seen this in the past 2 times. This is nothing new, right? Every time it goes up to an all-time high, there is a point when it comes down to and find a new lower point as a base point to stand around. I still feel that we have already entered crypto winter. We're going to stay here for at least year to year and a half. And I don't believe that Bitcoin is going to go back to 45, 50 or 60K for another year and a half. We will see another all-time high, but that will be for Ethereum too, actually, especially for Ether, because I believe this is the time when people are going to build and they're going to have a lot of technology with major adoption. Look at what FTX just announced, which is going to bring a lot more people into the space, and that adoption is going to trigger back us to another big high cycle.
So let's just game this out for a moment. You think Bitcoin, for example, will stay in the $20,000 range for the next year and a half, potentially?
Yeah, we can see some more dips and we can see some more high, but I don't think that we're going to see it going back to 60 to 70K during the winter time anytime soon.
So then what does the new high become after that? I mean, a lot of investors are getting in, just waiting for that.
I think a lot of people have been talking about Bitcoin at 100K, and I can't really predict whether it could be 100K or not, but I can definitely say it's going to find a new high, which was last time 64,000 something. But as I said, every time if you look at the history and look at the data, every time if it has gone back, it's not purely speculative anymore. Speculation is definitely a part of it, but it's also the adoption of technology. It's also the adoption by big companies and institutions. Tesla holding it on their balance sheet makes it goes up. Twitter having basically tipping mechanism on Bitcoin makes it go up. And I feel like the same thing with Ethereum and other technology-driven tokens, that we're going to see the adoption making it go all-time high, but I don't think it's going to happen in another year to year and a half.
I'm curious what you think about what's happening at Coinbase and, the most established platform for the trading of cryptocurrency. And obviously their business is, somewhat divorced from, the actual trading of cryptocurrency. What do you think the fate of Coinbase is?
I mean, Coinbase is a centralized exchange. I don't see all this speculation about Coinbase going bankrupt. Honestly, I don't believe that because the technology is so strong. And I do understand that when it is really dipped, you don't see that much of trading volume, an exchange making money out of the trading volume, or the DeFi and staking, etc., will not have that much of cash to show. So there are 430 million losses. I completely understand when a company is into an expansion mode and suddenly crypto price is down. This is what you expect. But will that make them disappear? I don't think so. I do believe that they have already announced that they're going to have a hiring freeze. They're going to take care of cost, etc. And I do see them weather the storm, honestly speaking, but with different measures intact there.
We keep hearing it is time to build, and I'd love to get a little more specific. When it comes to crypto projects, what do you think makes it and why? What gets washed out?
I think a lot of fluff gets washed out. As a pre-seed, seed stage, early tech investor for over 5-6 years now in the space, I can tell you every time there is a high, anyone who thinks, oh, I have an idea, their idea thinks is like $100 million valuation. Now you're coming back to 15 to 20, $25 million valuation with the product or the MVP associated with it. Last time we saw DeFi really, really getting built during the crypto winter, and that's pushing the adoption and the money coming into the space, which also had NFT associated with that. Before that, in 2016 and 17, the ICO, the smart contract on Ethereum, is what made us come up from the crypto winter and hype of $1,700-$1,800 for ETH. And I think as we go into the space, I think multi-chain, indexing, search results, a lot of analytics platform, we see that's really gonna build out, and maybe a whole new infrastructure platform. I mean, people have been buying NFTs for multi-million dollars. We really don't have a proper infrastructure for NFTs right now, and I'm very excited about what's gonna come out of this crypto winter.
Curious about your thoughts on Elon Musk potentially taking over Twitter, given its role in the crypto community and Elon Musk's role in the crypto community himself. Do you think decentralized social media is actually possible with blockchain technology?
As of the current technology which I have seen in the space, I don't think so. Identity has been a huge problem in the space. We still need to figure out a lot of indexing.
Just stop the video real quick. That's where she's wrong. They already got platforms out that are decentralized running on blockchain. So some of these people you can listen to, take with a grain of salt, but I think they're just out there to throw FUD in the market and panic as usual.
Identity.
But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below.
Trust associated. But should social media and reputation system is a huge problem, which we're still figuring it out. But in the future, can there be a technology where it could be truly decentralized? Absolutely, that would be an ideal day. But no, it cannot be possible. It's not possible with any technology I've seen in the space so far.
So are you calling Elon Musk's bluff then?
You want to say hi?
I think he's a visionary. He probably thinks that over years he's going to build. It's like when 10 years back he went and said he's going to put people on Mars. He has put a spacecraft on there. There hasn't been a human being out there, but hopefully next 10 to 15 years there would be. And I think that's what he's looking for, a decentralized social media, which is a novel idea and something which would be great for the tech and people and mental health, I guess. But is it possible today in an year, 2 year, 3 year? I don't think so.
All right. So looking forward, the market is still reeling from the Terra debacle. What's next? What's next for stablecoins?
I think we have to make a differentiation. Like Terra is a programmatic stablecoin, right? When the definition of stablecoin came, it is like pegged to some fiat currency and 1:1. So USDC had to show in their audits like how much reserves do they really have in dollars, cash equivalent, bonds, treasuries, etc., to support it, and so did USDT to a particular percentage. I think Terra is different. It has been on the programmatic side. So one thing which we have learned, though the decentralized world will always push away from fiat and try to have different version of programmatic stablecoin, which is pegged by its own cryptocurrency, we do have a lot of issues and a lot of gaps as of now, which Terra just showed. Will there ever be a programmatic stablecoin? I absolutely 100% believe so.
Notice how they're using the Terra blame game for regulations and all this crap. Let's keep using the setup Terra scam so we could blame regulations.
Would that be in a year or two during this crypto winters? I don't think so, because a lot of trust has been shaken and a lot of people got wiped out.
Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that down below in the comments. How they're using Terra and all that to throw more regulations on the crypto market. I think we need less regulations on the crypto market and more ingenuity and more development of decentralized finance. So the next article is out of Cointelegraph. It's called Dollar Cost Averaging Lump Sum, which Bitcoin strategy works best regardless of price. I'll go ahead and play this. They read better than I do sometimes.
Dollar cost averaging or lump sum, which Bitcoin strategy works best regardless of price. Bitcoin, BTC, has declined by more than 55% 6 months after it reached its record high of $69,000 in November 2021. The massive drop has left investors in a predicament about whether they should buy BTC when it is cheaper, around $30,000, or wait for another market sell-off. The more you look at prior $BTC price history, the more one can think it. And number 39 is not the bottom. After 190 days from the all-time high, Bitcoin still had another 150 to 200 days until it hit bottom. Last couple of cycles, red box if time is any indicator, could be another 6 to 8 months. Pic.twitter.com/C1OSK. Rager, at Rager, May 20th, 2022. This is primarily because interest rates are lower despite Federal Reserve's recent 0.5% rate hike. Meanwhile, cash holdings among the global fund managers have surged by 6.1% to $83 billion, the highest since the 9/11 attacks. This suggests risk aversion among the biggest pension, insurance, asset, and hedge funds managers, the latest Bank of America data shows. Many crypto analysts, including Carl B. Menger, see greater buying opportunities in the Bitcoin market as its price searches for a bottom. But instead of suggesting a lump sum investment, LSI, wherein investors throw down a huge sum to enter a market, there's a seemingly safer alternative for the lay investor, called the dollar cost averaging, or DCA. Bitcoin DCA strategy can beat 99.9% of all asset managers. The DCA strategy is when investors divide their cash holdings into 12 equal parts and buy Bitcoin with each part every month. In other words, investors purchase more BTC when its prices decline and less of the same asset when its prices rise. The strategy has so far provided incredible results. For instance, $1 invested into Bitcoin every month after it topped out in December 2017, near $20,000, has given investors a cumulative return of $163, according to CryptoHead's DCA calculator. That means a circa 200% profit from consistent investments. Bitcoin DCA calculator. Source: CryptoHead. The Bitcoin DCA strategy also originates from an opinion that BTC's long-term trend would always remain skewed to the upside. Menger claims that buying Bitcoin regularly for a certain dollar amount could have investors beat 99.99% of all investment managers and firms on planet Earth. This chart speaks everything. #BTC DCA is the smartest and the most effective way of beating the market. #beer market. https://t.co/nd Kais I6FT. Ahmad, at Albad CO2, May 13, 2022. Cracks in the DCA strategy. Historical returns in traditional markets, however, do not support DCA as the best investment strategy. Instead, the LSI strategy proves to be better. For instance, a study of 60/40 portfolios by Vanguard, which looked at every 12-month timeframe from 1926 until 2015, showed that all-at-once investments outperformed the DCA 2/3 of the time, averaging 2.4% on a calendar year basis. Related, Bitcoin ends week on the edge as S&P 500 officially enters bear market. This somewhat raises the possibility that Bitcoin, whose daily positive correlation with the benchmark S&P 500 index surged to 0.96 in May, would show similar results between its DCA and LSI strategies in the future. Thus, investing regularly in Bitcoin with a fixed cash amount might not always give better profits than the all-in method. BTC/USD daily price chart. Source: Trading View. But what about combining both? Larry Swedroe, Chief Research Officer for Buckingham Wealth Partner, believes investors should invest with a glasses half full perspective, meaning a mix of LSI and DCA. Invest 1/3 of the investment immediately and invest the remainder 1/3 at a time during the next 2 months or next 2 quarters, the analyst wrote on Seeking Alpha, adding, invest 1/4 today and invest the remainder spread equally over the next 3 quarters. Invest 1/6 each month for 6 months or every other month. The views and opinions expressed here are solely those of the author and do not necessarily reflect the views of Cointelegraph.com. Every investment in...
So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys dollar cost average into crypto? Do you guys throw it all in at once? Or do you do a little bit of both? For me, I like to dollar cost average, especially when times like this, it's low, prices are low. Sure, I want to go out and just throw my whole dry powder bag at it, especially in the coins that we are passionate about, like Divi, Litecoin. Not financial advice, by the way. Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum. Don't really care for it. Once I get more upgraded with it, I'll go for it. I hear a lot about ETH 2.0 getting ready to break all-time highs, but that's all speculative. Let me know what you guys think about dollar cost averaging and LSI into crypto space down in the comments. The next article is from Bitcoin Magazine, and it's about the pizza day and where it started from. So try topping this. Pizza DAO celebrating with Bitcoin Pizza Day with 100 parties worldwide. So this is huge for DAO and businesses and things of those nature. So I'll go ahead and play this. I don't think I'll play it all the way through. I want to get through the rest of these topics that I have for today and not take up too much of your guys' time.
Try topping this. Pizza DAO celebrating Bitcoin Pizza Day with 100 parties worldwide. Pizza DAO, the decentralized blockchain project seeking to unite the global community of pizza fanatics with the technological potential of Web3, are celebrating Sunday's Bitcoin Pizza Day in authentic style. On May 22nd, the project will host commemorative events at 100 pizzerias in over 75 countries around the world, including the United States, Argentina, South Korea, Ethiopia, Australia, Canada, and the United Kingdom, and more. Alongside a non-fungible token, NFT, drop-in charitable campaign, the events will attract a number of supporters including 13-time world pizza champion Tony Gemignani, Seth Green, Steve Aoki, the Dogecoin team, and comedians Cheech and Chong, among others. Bitcoin Pizza Day has become a permanent fixture and cultural highlight in the crypto calendar since the 2017 bull market resurrected and glorified the tale of misfortune from the blockchain archives. On the 22nd of May 2010, Laszlo Haniakes published a 153-word post on the Bitcoin Talk message board requesting for someone to either home cook and deliver, or simply pick up 2 large pizzas from a nearby takeout, stating, "I'll pay 10,000 Bitcoins for a couple of pizzas. Like maybe 2 large ones so I have some left over for the next day. If you're interested, please let me know and we can work out a deal." The Jacksonville, Florida native was very particular about his topping requirements, writing, "I like things like onions, peppers, sausage, mushrooms, tomatoes, pepperoni, etc. Just standard stuff, no weird fish topping or anything like that. I also like regular cheese pizzas which may be cheaper to prepare or otherwise acquire." User _X trying to persuade Haniakes that his money could be better spent elsewhere, stating, 10,000. That's quite a bit. You could sell those on https://www.bitcoinmarket.com/ for $41 right now. But Haniakes was persistent in his endeavor, and finally 7 hours later successfully traded 10,000 Bitcoin, BTC, for the pizzas. A great milestone reached, one user replied. At the time of writing, almost 12 years to the day, that pizza transaction is worth $298 million. Source, Laszlo Haniakes. Related, we have all had a pizza day moment. What's yours? Haniakes' story financially epitomizes the parabolic growth of Bitcoin and the entire sector across the past decade. But aside from its entertainment and comedic value, for many market participants, it represents the necessity for humility and appreciation, as well as conviction and early adoption. Cointelegraph spoke to Snacks, the founder of Pizza DAO, for a broader insight into their intentions and ambitions in celebrating the monumental day. Web3 is an opportunity to reinvent our financial realities on planet Earth, to build consensus, and to dream big. What better way to practice worldwide teamwork than to throw a global pizza party together? Pizza DAO will seek to bring local independent businesses on chain through the utilization of their open source Pizzanomics crowdfunding model, a generation non-fungible token, NFT, collection denoting different variations of pizza boxes released by Rare Pizzas will fund the events. The project was recently featured in Cointelegraph's market report by Benton Yuan, the creative lead at CT Studio, as one of the 5 most prominent decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, in the space. American actor Seth Green, known for starring in movies such as Austin Powers and The Italian Job, as well as being the voice of Chris Griffin on Family Guy among other producing and writing roles, is an advocate of Pizza DAO and will be one of the event's most influential supporters. In conversation with Cointelegraph, Green excitedly stated that, "I'm all for things that bring people together, and pizza is one of those things. Helping throw a global pizza party that everyone can share? I'm here for it."
So yeah, that's pretty huge, guys. They do have a video. You can go check it out. Which of these DAOs are the most potential? They talk about the Pizza DAO there. What do you guys think about the Pizza DAO? Is it good for adoption? I think it is. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Pizza Day. What have you done on your Pizza Day? Have you used Bitcoin to buy pizza? Have you used Litecoin to buy pizza? Dogecoin? Have you used AMP? Have you used any of the Flexa network or anything like that to buy pizza for Pizza Day? So today I'm going to make a video on how I'm purchasing pizza with a Litecoin card. So you guys might want to check that out. I'll post it on my Patreon channel first. Then I'll put it in my Telegram, and then I'll release it live probably the next few days after that on YouTube. Links are all down below for all of that. So the next one is, and this one I take seriously. I hate scammers. I hate the fact that they're trying to ruin the crypto adoption. They get people that are new into crypto, don't really know how to keep themselves safe and protected. And this article goes over that. So I'm going to play this article, and then we got 2 more to go over. If you guys want to stick around, if not, I totally get it. Come back and watch it later.
Needed, a massive education project to fight hacks and scams. The common narrative around the prevailing threats to mainstream adoption of cryptocurrencies is that regulators will put the kibosh on their legality. It has to get much easier for ordinary people to use, and the magnitude of its volatility has to be tempered. All of these are true. But there's something perhaps just as consequential: scams, hacks, fraudulent exchanges, dumps, and the like. Why? Every attack leaves a scar, and the scars are mounting fast. According to a study by Chainalysis, scammers got away with $14 billion worth of crypto in 2021, which represents hundreds of thousands, maybe millions, of victims in a community where every negative experience has a voice in an echo chamber. Today, very few are immune to scams and attacks. The urgency for reining in the dark web is rooted in behavioral economics, loss aversion. For most in the mainstream, once they lose a significant amount of money to a scam or hack, there's a good chance they'll be done with the whole asset class, if not forever, for a very long time. The specter of loss drowns the potential for gain. And, unfortunately, the likelihood today of virtually every crypto trader and or user being victimized is quite high. Even Vitalik Buterin, co-founder of Ethereum, was the victim of a scam, which is described in the book The Cryptopians. The bad guys are simply that good. Example 1. You read on your Reddit that your favorite token is doing an airdrop. You've heard about others receiving these free gifts of money, so you jump on the link and are taken to a page where you see what looks like a live trade book. For every token you send us, up to 500, we'll send you back 2 as your reward, it says. And there's a timer indicating just 30 minutes left in the event. You better rush to get your tokens. So you do. What you soon learn is that the Reddit channel where you learned about the offer was unofficial. The airdrop was a scam, the timer continuously restarted itself, and you just sent your tokens to a total stranger. Example 2. You type in the URL coinbase.pro.com and are presented with a screen saying your account has been compromised, and given a number to call. The person on the other side asks for your date of birth, email address, and account information so that they can reset your username and password. You start to grow suspicious but are feeling pressured. So, you provide what they've asked for, while a nod in your gut senses that you provided way too much information than you should have. Before long, coins are missing from your account. The proper URL, it turns out, was pro.coinbase.com. Example 3. You're new to the space and feel like you've missed out on the coins that have been overnight sensations and made so many people so much money. So, when you see the opportunity to invest in Squid Coin, which will become part of a pay-to-play online game based on Squid Game, the popular Netflix series, you jump on it. 2 weeks later, however, you learn that the developers, whose names are nowhere to be found, have abandoned the project and cleverly set an exit trap called an anti-dumping mechanism. Your coins are worthless. You've just had the rug pulled out from under you. Now imagine these actual scams, and thousands of others, being repeated over and over and over again, 24/7. Related, 4 clever crypto scams to beware. Dubai OTC trader Amin Rad. With each passing day, momentum and enthusiasm are compromised. Against that constant, devious drumbeat, high-profile attacks further accentuate doubts. Axie Infinity's $650 million Ronin Bridge hack, Beanstalk Farm's $182 million flash loan attack, and Crypto.com's $33 million hack of user wallets, for example. These have all happened just this year. Before long, a lawless narrative dominates. Meanwhile, ongoing mainstream adoption brings along with it even more nefarious opportunities as newbies, who simply aren't paying attention to best practices in safeguarding their funds, are further victimized. Millions of would-be participants are now watching on the sidelines and preaching "I told you so" to the newest victims. Which leads me to my central proposition, an urgent need to go on the offensive. A marketing offensive. Yes, the quest for innovative new safeguards and security features is warranted and welcomed. But it's not enough. Related, in defense of crypto, why digital currencies deserve a better reputation. What's needed now is a Manhattan Project, a Marshall Plan, or any other analogy you can think of that means galvanizing massive resources quickly and producing a viable solution to a problem. Because let's face it, revolutions in tech can be bumpy, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Crypto needs a rallying cry, a manifesto, and an educated public to ensure that its awesome potential is realized. In short, get in front of the narrative, lead the discussion, empower safe adoption, and help the crypto community's newest participants grow hand in hand with its creators. Crypto needs a member-funded, coordinated campaign. Introducing the Crypto with Confidence Project. Here's what I propose. The top 25 projects by market capitalization, the top 10 centralized exchanges, the top 5 prime brokers, the top 3 global trade associations and other stakeholders band together to create a foundation, a decentralized autonomous organization, or other entity in which category consumer education is all it does to ensure that people can crypto with confidence. Treat crypto like a verb? Why not? Members of the group, which provide funding and marketplace leadership, are promoted as sponsors of the ensuing campaigns, which help them to assert their commitment to security and advocate their brands. It also projects unity. Job 1. Create the equivalent of public service announcements and content to help consumers be more vigilant about the threats they face. Nestled somewhere between you can do it. And watch out, with isn't new technology awesome? Wedged in between. The idea is to groom and educate an activist public in thwarting crypto crime and provide the calm and confidence to enthusiastically participate in crypto and Web3. Job 1A. Create a mnemonic such as PARK that can be used universally. For example, before you put a transaction into motion, shift into PARK, pause, assess, request, keep. Pause to ask the questions. Is it too good to be true? Is it unusual? Assess the company, project and/or people you're engaging with. Do you know them? Do they know you? Have you done your homework? Request information, ask questions, and make sure you're behaving responsibly. Keep your private keys safe and share them with nobody other than those you're okay with having access to your funds. There are, of course, many ways to approach this. Now, to set the right tone and ensure it succeeds, it's critical to make the effort entertaining. Really entertaining, so that I can't avoid paying attention. So that a sense of seriousness is communicated without it being turn me off serious, so that it's clear that something which is destined for mainstream adoption is acting in a very mainstream manner. Think Marvel characters defeating punk scammers or a rotating cast of A-list actors playing the pseudonymous Satoshi Nakamoto. And this can't be a one and done kind of thing. It needs to kick off big, then become a continuous campaign. Incorporate marketing best practices, create a curriculum of content, including a course that concludes with certification, drive continuous engagement via newsletters, Discord or Telegram channels, email journeys, etc. Reward them for taking the time to become smarter and more vigilant with, you got it, crypto. Think of it, not only will the Crypto with Confidence project accelerate best practices in safety and security, it'll help mitigate a central argument of regulators, consumers and investors can't protect themselves. Look, Web3 is still in its infancy. The perceptions, attitudes and behaviors that are forged today are likely to have material impact for decades to come. If venture capitalists can raise billions to fund new projects and protocols, the community can certainly come together to make a massive statement about how it is collectively looking out for the welfare and best interests of the people it hopes to engage. So, let's go. I'm in. Are you? This article does not contain investment advice or recommendations. Every investment and trading move involves risk, and readers should conduct their own research when making a decision. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed here are the author's.
So yeah, guys, I totally agree with some of the things he was talking about in there. You definitely want to, when you're getting into crypto, you want to find someone that knows how to keep their crypto safe. I mean, there's a lot of videos out there on how to protect your cryptos. First of all, get them off exchanges, get them into your own possessions. I had a client that had his cryptos on Coinbase. He had quite a bit of money on Coinbase, and I kept telling him, get it off cryptos, get it off Coinbase, get it into your own wallet. Well, which wallet do I put it in? So I gave him kind of 3 options. None of this was none of this was financial advice. It was all educational purposes to help him so he wouldn't get scammed out of his cryptos. He was running the same laptop that he used for his work, his business that he was running. He used his phone for the same Coinbase app. I mean, he did a lot of things that are big no-nos. And when people are doing that, they're not being aware of how to protect their cryptos. The second thing is don't click on links if you're using your crypto-only device. Do not click on links. I'm going to say it again. If you're using your crypto-only device. So if you got, say, a play around phone where you have a couple $100 that you like to trade on and you click links, I mean, it's a couple $100. It's a lot to some people, but it's better than using your crypto-only device to click on links, search the internet, do all this other stuff that you're not supposed to do, or give your kids the tablet and, it's got 10 grand on it. How easy could your kids lose that by clicking on the wrong link? Second thing is if someone calls you, you'll be amazed just from running a YouTube channel and having my own LLC, being a crypto consultant. How many emails did I get, phishing emails trying to get me to click on stuff? I think I got one from some lady saying she was somebody's daughter of a dead president from another country and wanted to send me millions of dollars and me be her broker and all this other crap. I mean, these are the type of scams that are out there that people fall for. So I kind of wanted to go over that topic for a little while so people really start paying attention when you're investing your money in crypto. Can't stress it enough. Not your keys, not your coin. If you don't know the project, don't click on it. If you need real links, go to trusted sources. I have a lot of those trusted links down the bottom of this video in my comment section, and you can click on some of those links, and those all I get from trusted sources. If you're typing in any type of URLs, make sure they're correct, because just one number, one dot, one anything off, one letter off can bring you to the same exact website and you think you're giving your information to the correct one. I've had this happen where I didn't give the information, but I did click on the wrong one and I caught it because the little lock button where it says HTTPS, it wasn't locked. It said unsecured. So I was like, well, this is definitely not the right website to be on. So that's it for this topic, guys. Let me know what you think about being safe in the comments down below with your cryptos. How do you keep them safe? If you need help keeping them safe, feel free to ask questions, reach out. I don't mind answering them. So the next article goes over Tag Heuer officially accepts crypto for online purchases in the U.S., which is pretty huge. It's a decent company. The fashion industry and crypto. The fashion industry and many high-end firms have been embracing cryptocurrency and Web3 since 2021. Accepting cryptocurrency as payment is a logical progression into Web3 realm. As the movement from the physical to virtual world accelerates, so does the use of cryptocurrency for payment. Despite this year's crypto sell-off, cryptocurrencies are becoming more widely accepted for payment. Gucci, a Web3 supporter and luxury apparel business, began taking crypto payments in the U.S. outlets earlier this month. This week, Tag Heuer and Swiss luxury wristwatch became the latest to accept cryptocurrency payments. So stuff like this, when it gets out, it's really good for crypto adoption. But once again, you bring in these new people that are new to cryptos, and they don't know how to keep their cryptos safe or get their cryptos into their own possession. They're buying them on these platforms where you can't even move them. There's a lot of scammers on that platform, so just be aware of that, guys. This is the company they're talking about, Tag Heuer. They make really high-end watches. You can go ahead and check them out. Check this article out. It's on crypto.news. And then I usually like to end it with checking out the markets for today. So I do have my own watch list. For my Patreons, I'll go through and I'll show you guys how to create your own watch list, and then you can create your own actual portfolio of cryptos that you have and monitor, so you don't have to have 1,000 cryptos and try and figure and look at them all every single day. You can just pick out the ones that you're interested in and then follow those. I don't really do trading. Not a big trader, more of a hodler, buy low, sell high, long-term investment type deal, dollar cost averaging in type stuff. But we got Bitcoin coming in at 30,000 at the time of this recording. Ethereum's at 2,000. USD's staying at $1 like it should be. There was a big talk. I know I talked about it the last couple videos, but in case you guys missed it, they were talking about USD going under like Terra, which I don't see it happening. Just my personal opinion. Leave comments down and below if you think it's going to happen. Solana coming in at $51.78. A lot of stuff still on sale, guys, but I do think we got another dip coming just from watching people that do trade on a daily basis that have been trading for years. They know what to watch for. They know about cycles, and watching their channels, helps me understand what I should be doing. Shiba Inu coming in way under what it was. I mean, if you bought into that, I did. It was kind of like a lottery ticket. I threw a couple $100 at it, bought it kind of high. So now I'm just gonna sit on it, hodl it out. I mean, worst is I lost $200, but if it does decide to pump again, we saw what happened to it last time. Polygon, that's a good project. They got a lot of things going on in Polygon. Papa Joe talks about it a lot. I watched a lot of his videos. Check out his videos if you haven't seen them. He definitely is into Polygon, and I know why. I see why. They got a good platform underneath them, a good foundation. And speaking of foundation, Litecoin, it's working its way back up. It was like number 10 last year, the year before. Now it's down to 18, but it's working its way back up. Litecoin's coming in at $71.10. It's still a buy, guys, and you can use it on a daily basis. So don't be afraid to use it. That's what the whole purpose of us getting into cryptocurrency for, is to learn how to use it and live the crypto life. I practice on a day-to-day basis on how I can figure out more and more from using the F.U.D app, from using the Lolli app, from using Cash app, from using the Litecoin Visa card, from using Coinbase Visa card, from using all these different outlets to on and off ramp crypto. Do you really want to off ramp Bitcoin? Most likely not. Not financial advice, but I'm hodling my Bitcoin forever. If anything, I'll sell a little bit, a little bit of it when it gets higher, when it goes up, and maybe buy some Litecoin with it. Or if one of my other coins goes up, I'll buy Litecoin and use that to go make my purchases. Crow's another one to watch out for. They didn't do all that buying the name of the Staples Center for nothing. That's Crypto.com's coin. There's no reason why they did all that advertising. So just think about when that time comes around again, the next cycle, Crow is at a steal, $19.32. I'm not saying to buy it now, because I do think prices are going to drop again before they go back up. But if you did have some dry powder, I'd buy it and hold on to it. FTX, that's a good token. They got a good exchange. They got a good team backing them. Chainlink, that's definitely on sale. They've been around a while, and they're a decent project. Stellar is another decent project. Cosmos, it's one of my favorite projects. It's been around a while. I like it a lot. They got a good team underneath them too. ApeCoin, I don't know. I've been following it, watching it. Is it going to be around forever? We'll see. VeChain, Filecoin's a decent one. Tezos, Sandbox, Metaverse game token. So that one may or may not be around a while, but it does have a good use case. I mean, think about the video game industry and how many people play video games. I know when I was a kid, I was glued to. I'm going to sound real old, but yeah, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. I had an Atari at one point, and I was glued to it. Super glued to it. So Pancake Swap, I don't know about that one too much. Graph, that's a decent token. Sorry about that. FTM, that one's out of steel right now. That'll be a good one. Helium, I think I've talked about it before. They got a decent project. Check them out when you get a chance. If there's any coins you guys want to know about, learn about, you want me to cover, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, and I'll do some research on them and then let you guys know my personal opinion. Zilliqa's doing big things. Litecoin Leader turned me on to Zill a long time ago, and so far it's done me well. I continue to keep that in my hodl bag, so keep an eye on Zill. Kusama, yeah, I got mixed emotions about Kusama. The BAT token, guys, I got a video about the BAT token. You got to go back to last year's videos. But if you want to earn cryptocurrency and stack sats, there's no way better to do it than use your browser and earn the BAT token. So if you guys are new to this channel, smash subscribe, hit the like button, help me grow this channel so I can bring you more content on how you can earn crypto, which turns into fiat if you wanted to, turns into silver if you wanted to, it can turn into gold if you wanted to. You can use it as a hedge against inflation. What are the other ones? One of my favorite projects is down here, but it's definitely a long-term hold. I got into it cheap, launched a Divi masternode, and then broke that down and started staking it. I get 20% a year returns on my investment. So tell me if you can get that at a bank. And if you want to learn how to do it, I got links down below. Go ahead and find me, reach out, schedule time, and I will educate you on Divi project, how to start a wallet, how to help you buy Divi, where to get it. You want large amounts, small amounts, I can educate you on how to do all that. Divi is definitely a great project. I don't get paid. I don't get anything from Divi to promote it besides that I like it. I know why I like it. It's definitely one of those that you should do some research on, possibly get into. Reef, I've been looking into that project for a while. It's decent. Veritasium, Litecoin Leader has great content with Veritasium and Regil Middleton, and what they're doing is huge things. If you don't have Veritasium, not financial advice, get Veritasium. It's going to go somewhere. I'm shocked to see it at this level, but everything is dipped down below, so it makes sense to me. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'm going to exit out with the last one that I like to show, and that's Fiatleak. All the FUD in the market, all the fear porn out there, as like I like to call it. To me, it shows that we still have lots of volume and trading going on. So cryptos are not going anywhere. They're here to stay, guys. If you go to fiatleak.com, they have something new. I haven't tried it yet. I'll play around with it. It'll be for my Patreon subscribers. It says that you can use it to earn one of their tokens they're coming out with, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'll do some more research. With that being said, guys, if you like the video, like the content, smash the likes, share this out, help me grow the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. I know time is money and money is time. Hope everybody has a blessed Sunday. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys later.